GM, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And we're gonna start over with our little intro with our Clopper. Hey, hey. Couple bottles, yeah, you know we got the potions. On web 3, yeah, we putting this in motion. 3-story potions, ain't no telling what you'll find, yeah. NFTs on NFTs for the time, yeah. We hit the bar, yeah, it's far from a brothel. The Clopr house where we refill our Clopr bottles. Full speed, yeah, we racing with the wind. And we headed to the moon, so it's time to Clopr in. As we get started, we want to thank everyone for joining us today. Man, it is an amazing day. We have our potion boss here with us. Anton, how are you doing today, sir?
How are you doing, my friend?
Doing
I'm doing
well.
very well. Thank you very much. Great to be here.
Doing very, very well. For those that don't know, my name is Player One Taco. I am part of the Clopper fam. We are Clopper, and we have our fearless founder, Potion Boss Anton, here with us. We have some of our teammates with us as well, friends and family. One of the big things that I ask everyone to do, please like and retweet this space. We are going to be doing screenshots throughout the day to then eventually, get you don't so we don't forget you till we have our Twitter picker set up correctly. Um, but we just want to thank everyone for coming in today. We're going to talk about a couple things. We're going to talk about Clopper. We're going to talk. One of the big things that Clopper is about is bringing more value to the NFTs you already have. And so one of the big things there is, wallet safety and security. And so that's going to be a huge theme that we have from everything across the board. And so we're going to be talking a little bit about wallet extensions today. And then, we're going to be having some of our new partners that we're building come on as well and join us and talk about their products and their safety and security. And then we're actually going to talk today about what we are doing IRL in real life. Uh, Anton, before we get started, anything you want to say?
Now, yeah, thank you very much, Taco, for this explanation. I think it's great that we talk about security today. We're gonna try to break this down into three things that we do at Clopper to, make sure that our community interacts with our smart contracts in a safe ways. And yeah, I'm very much looking forward to explain this to them. And like you said, in the future, I'm very excited to have those guys come on stage with us, like. Well, I don't know if I can say names, but yeah, it'd be very nice to have those chats with us in the future. It's very cool.
Well, I am one to always toot horns, and so it's not talking hype if we haven't done anything yet, but we've already done a lot, and so I
Yeah.
think it's okay to at least say who we're in discussions with.
All
We,
right.
because it's no promises, no guarantees, um, but we've had meetings
I
and we
mean,
have follow
it's
ups.
yeah, it's very well advanced. So yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So our biggest partner that we are have had meetings with and that we're in our next phase of discussions with is Ledger. Um,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, exactly. I mean, Ledger makes sense to us, especially because the main investor. You have to understand that Clopr is privately funded. Clopr has already spent a lot of money and is not seeking any. He's not. Clopr isn't raising any funds. I mean, it's privately funded, and the main investor behind Clopr is part of Ledger equity. So to us, it just feels natural to have Ledger on board with us. I mean, of course, Ledger is just brings safety and credibility to Clopper as a brand, but uh, the things that we're doing with Ledger will be quite awesome. So I think we should just talk about Ledger as the first point of this Twitter space. Does that sound good, Taco? Then.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Yeah.
And so what we are doing is we're working to integrate Ledger's SDK into our D app. And so our D app, our Clopper House is live, that people can go and visit our story and be part of the story from the get go. But one of the things that we are really working on is keeping people's project NFTs safe. And so with integration of Ledger and then being able to use like warmwallet.xyz, people know that their stuff is safe and able to interact with the real world or other D apps, and keeping it safe. Do you want to talk about sort of what
Yeah.
we see?
So the good thing about Ledger, the good thing when you want to integrate your DApp to Ledger Live, so to the Ledger DApp ecosystem, is that Ledger has to review your code and approve it. So the reason why we want to deploy the Clopperhouse dApp to Ledger ecosystem is also because it will be reviewed by Ledger, so that the community and anyone out there will see that okay, those guys dApp, so the Clopperhouse dApp has been reviewed and approved by Ledger. It's on their own ecosystem, so okay, this gotta be serious. I mean, serious shit going on here. So that's one thing. Being reviewed and approved by by Ledger is one thing. But the other thing is, imagine, so from your ledger key, you'll be able to have any NFTs that you own, drink potions right from your ledger key. That's so cool. No, you don't even need to connect to the web app. You do it right from the ledger key using the Ledger Live ecosystem. That's, I mean, I don't know how can safer can we be. It's just awesome. So that's two things: being approved by Ledger, so we can deploy to the DApp ecosystem, and allow our community to have any of their favorite NFTs drink potions right from their key. That's really what mattered to us. And you talked about warm wallets, so yeah. I think now it's taking us to the second point of the safety things that we want to address today. Warm wallets. We're implementing all of our smart contracts will be implemented with the SDK of delegate.cash or warm.xyz. So that community people can use proxy wallets to have their NFT drink potions. So it just means that you don't have to use your cold wallet where your NFTs are on. You can just delegate those rights to any hot wallet that you don't care about, you know, to interact with our smart contract. So you can have an NFT drink potion, and that NFT can be located on another wallet, so you're not scared of interacting with. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yep, you're making perfect sense. And
Because
so one of the, oh, sorry.
no, sorry, that's it for me.
One of the things that where we look at is we're looking at how to make sure that people can have safety and security in knowing what they are doing. And so we posted two different links up top right now, just so you guys can have an understanding of what we are doing. Um, and the first one is Ledger, so you know exactly what we're talking about, and where we're looking at being integrated within their SDK. Even within their Ledger Live app. And then the other piece that we wanted to talk about
Taco,
is
I'm sorry,
Fire.
Taco. If I can just add one more thing,
Yes.
something that is very important so that people understand is when you integrate Ledger Live SDK, it's just so we're coding the DApp as we speak, but we will have to do another completely different code that will fit Ledger Live standards. So it's more work. It takes more time that we could just do less and just stick with the DApp itself on a web app and just do proxy wallets, and that's good. But we just want to go beyond that, and it's just more work for us. And so I just want so people understand we're just taking this an extra step. It's not just copy pasting the Clopr DApp code and giving it to Ledger. It's just more work.
Yep. And the other part of that too is who we're also in talks with is the code itself getting audited by Certec. and we've started that conversation with them. They're sort of the gold standard, and we
Yeah.
wanted nothing less for our community.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I
and
mean that's I mean to summarize, I mean three things. Ledger Live integration, proxy wallets, so the community is not afraid of interacting with our smart contracts, and to top it all, I mean cherry on the cake, audit by Certic. So I think it's pretty solid.
Yeah. And the biggest thing, though, we don't want people to just be able to know that it's with us. We want to help bring education of Web3 to not only the Clopper family, but beyond. And so we want to say that we see everyone out there. Um, you know, the Ronin Hood, we see you. Thank you for those. And I just want to do a quick shout out to everyone that's joining us. We see JB, Polina, CJ, Yanush, Digital, Casper, Huasi, Boris, one of our team members there, Pedro, Dimitri, uh,
CJ, I see you
yeah,
there.
yep, Lissa, we see you there. Boo, Boolean, we see you. Bank, Blue Tight, and then one of our our awesome collab manager down there, PH, and
Hey,
Lang, we
hey,
see you as
Taco,
well.
quick thing. Your mic is echoing.
Oh, I apologize. Let me solve that solution. I think that should solve that right there. I apologize. Thank you. The fun piece of running two accounts at once, both my Player One Taco and the Clopper account. And so my role. So if people want to know what my role is, I am, and I got to design this role because I am a degen, and so just imagine my fingers like a Mr. Burns steeple right now from The Simpsons, rubbing hands. I am the master brewer of degens. And the best thing about that is Web3 interactions and integrations, but Web3 safety, knowing that you're safe, uh, doing what you want to do. So that's going to be a really fun thing. Um, so within Ledger, one of the cool things that we're looking at right now, the
Hey,
next
hey,
step.
hey, Taco, just I think your mic we can hear maybe the TV or something. I don't know
Oh,
if
I don't know what I have in the background that might be on that's producing sound. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can turn that down.
yeah, don't worry, man. So yeah, guys, I mean, while Taco is figuring things out, I mean, it's oh, Taco, you're back.
I'm back. Yep. So uh, what I am just having to step away from my computer right now. But what we have going on with Ledger, our next step is Ledger Clopper ledgers. That's one of the things that we have brewing.
Dude, you're starting to drop some crazy shit here.
Oh, hey, it's stuff we're doing. So this isn't this and it's nothing. It's not a new ledger. It's just ledgers with the Clopper branding on it and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So it's really amazing. So it's just cool partnerships that we're really building out. Um, that other people like want to showcase Web3 safety. We want to partner with Web3 safety.
Oh, that's a man. I gotta write this down. It's a beautiful sentence. I'm gonna write it down. I mean, it's gotta go on the new white paper update.
Good thing it's recorded.
Oh,
Um,
great! Thank you so much.
yeah. So the other big thing within Clopper is as we released our first couple pages of our comic. We want to do a huge shout out to everyone that's followed the trail so far. You know, that's Anton. You want to talk on that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, we're just having fun with the community as we speak. Every every page that we release about the story of Clopper, the Clopper story, there is some. It comes with a riddle, and the community is trying to solve the riddle to win. I think they're winning. We need to. I have to check with the Discord mods, but they've set up like a potion system where the community can win potions when they solve the riddle. And yeah, every Sunday, I think it's every Sunday, we have a new comics page out about the Clopr story. And right now, I think we see that page number 3. And this Sunday will be page number 4. And it just tells the story, the Clopr story, how, where it began, how it all started. And you'll see, it takes you all the way towards the end of the story. But the story never ends, actually. You'll see it doesn't end. But it comes with a reader, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. And so just as a reminder, what for those that are just joining us, thank you for joining us. Please don't forget to like and retweet this space. But what we are doing is we are creating NFTs that own other NFTs. And we're starting off with our Clopper story. And Anton, you want to talk on the IP, where we got the IP, and with our lawyers, where we
So
got the IP solidness
yeah,
from?
I mean, there are two different. So if you talk about IP and licenses and this stuff, it all started with the A16Z license. The A16Z, they've released a set of licenses that they call, you can Google it, it's called um, Can't Be Evil. That's how they call the license. It's a framework that they set up for NFT projects to make their life easier when it comes to licensing, and especially so that community understand what they can and cannot do. So our lawyers use that framework, which is, by the way, hard coded into our smart contract. So when you get a Clopr bottle or a story NFT, it's the licenses are hard coded into the smart contract. So you don't need to worry about will it disappear, so on and so forth. So it makes things easier for the community to understand what they can and cannot do. And our lawyers, yeah, they use that framework and customize it to our needs, because Clopr is quite a specific project. You have the Clopr bottles that you can fill up with story potion. If an NFT drinks it, it means a customized, unique NFT on chain that is owned by the NFT that drink the potion. So it's quite an innovative project. So that's why we needed a customized license um, to make that happen. So, for instance, you see on the license, the owner of the story is not a wallet. On the license, it's the NFT itself that owns the story. So that's where the innovation lies. That's actually that's why we want to do an EIP, and we've been working with other devs to carry out an EIP about NFT on NFT. It's a lot of coding involved and smart contracts and stuff. So that's a lot of fun stuff going on here.
Yeah, no, and the big piece that we really think that we are going to make a difference um, is with our EIP. And so for those that don't know what an EIP is, it's an Ethereum Improvement Proposal. And so what that means is that's an upgrade to the Ethereum code itself. A lot of people might be understand, like, some of the delegated and the 2FA stuff, the MetaMask snapbacks, and different EIPs, which aims to change the way transaction fees are handled, just the way Ethereum interacts with stuff, and we want to bring more safety and ownership to it. And so that's why we're not just bringing value to the Ethereum ecosystem. We're bringing value back to the NFTs you already own, because the NFTs that you own, they'll be able to own a story, they'll be able to own other things,
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
yeah.
And just to clarify, Story Potion is just the first potion that we launch, that we deploy to the ecosystem. It's just to showcase how things work. It's just to show people how it works. You have a Clopr bottle, you can fill it with potion, and it meets an on-chain asset that is owned by an NFT that drink the potion. Now, all the potion produced assets, they will always respect a set of rules. It will always be owned by the NFT that drink the potion, for example. And Story Potion is just there as the first potion. And the goal here, I mean, the ambition is so that in the future, people, they go to the bar, they want to refill their bottle, and they can just choose what potion they want to put inside their bottle. They can choose from a potion menu, a potion drink menu. So that's the idea.
Yep. And so that's where we're working to really grow the ecosystem and provide support across the entire place. And we have some really big projects coming
yeah.
coming to Ethereum from Solana. So it's bringing a lot of new hype, a lot of new blue chip projects are popping up.
And one more thing, we're talking a lot about how we bring value to NFTs that you own, but one thing that's important to keep in mind is in 2 days or 3, we are updating the white paper with the first version of the tokenomics, and you understand that the Clopr bottle itself and the story pushing mechanism has value as well. It's not so obviously our community, the early adopters, the early Cloppers, if I may say, I mean, they'll be rewarded for being early in Clopr because you understand that we want to bring value to the space, but also to our Clopr bottle itself. The more use cases we bring to the Clopr house with potions, the more value we bring to the Clopr bottle as well. And I'm very much looking forward to our next AMAs and spaces where we'll discuss that tokenomic paper that we're about to release, because bringing value to all NFTs is one thing, but we also want our Clopr bottle to have value.
Yeah, no, and so we want to bring value to Clopper Bottle because it's going to become the way you're interacting with the different potions
Exactly.
that come out.
That's the superpower. That's the superpower that you need, and yeah, that's the superpower that you need to be able to have NFT on NFT.
Yep, and Clopper Bottle is going to be the access to that. So it will be the commodity of choice for that, and we're going to help bring more value to what we have.
And people will
already in
understand
wallet.
exactly, and people will understand that once they read through the tokenomics, that will be the first version that will be I think in 2-3 days. They understand that it's a lot of fun because you can have a clip bottle filled with story potion, but that liquid, that precious liquid, it's not there forever. You can picture like a tank full of liquid, and the more people get refills or fill up their bottle with, the less they are in the tank. So some people would think of the Clopr bottle filled with story potion like some sort of old wine that you want to sit, that is aging in your Web3 digital wine cellar, and so there'll come a time where you have to decide: do you want to use it? Do you want to keep it? Do you want to get your hands on an empty bottle to get new potions? I mean, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yep. And so one of the big things that we have going on, we want to be able to let everyone know that we're bringing these pieces to them. So want to thank everyone for that. So one real quick, as we want to keep these spaces short for right now, to be aware of everyone's time and thank everyone for joining us. But one of the big things that we wanted to talk about is Join Fire. We put that link up in the jumbotron. So if you can hit that, please do that. One of the things though that we want to what Join Fire does is it's a Web3 extension for your desktop that allows you to see when you click on a link, it shows you what's going to happen. It shows you what you're getting and what's going out of your wallet. So if you're staking something, and it works across multiple EVM chains. So you're buying something, you know how much money is leaving your wallet, and you know what's coming into your wallet.
That's so cool. So
so
Taco, how
yeah.
does that work? I mean, I can use it for instance, I can use it. I can simulate the purchase on OpenSea and see what happened.
Yep.
Even stacking contract, I can stack any stacking contract, any smart contract, basically.
Yep, and it will tell you if it doesn't recognize it, if it doesn't know what's going on, it will tell you, and it will tell you to do, to double check and make sure you trust.
I mean, that's so cool. That's really cool. I mean, people should use that all the time. I mean, so before signing anything or interacting with any smart contract, you can use that. We have so many tools right now. I mean, with proxy wallets, combined with the Fire tool, I mean, I'm very much looking forward to have these tools, have mass adoption so that we get there. But it's still, these tools are still a bit geeky. You still need to, find your way around, but we're getting there.
Yep. And it's one of those things to where there's not just one solution.
Yeah.
We're going to be. I'm going to reach out to some of the friends I know over at Wallet Guard to see if we can get them on a space as well, so they can talk about Wallet Guard and there's other protocols that are out there for safety. There's not one solution. One solution doesn't fix all, and it's what everyone's willing to use as well.
Yeah, it's true.
So, as a degen of the highest order, this is one of those things that I have allowed myself to get my hot wallet slipped. I've even gotten my main wallet slipped before, just because I was clicking on something that I thought I knew exactly what I was doing.
Man,
Followed a
Taco,
wrong
how
link
can that
rather than
happen?
the
I
main
mean,
link.
you have 8 ledger keys on your key rings. I mean, or 9. How many ledger keys do you own?
I have 3 main ledgers that I use, and I have 2 other ones on the side.
Oh man.
The main thing that I want everyone to know, remember with Ledger, it is just a second set of signatures. It brings safety, and it makes you double check your work. But at the same time, I want people to know that it's not the cure solution. You are the solution, and one of those things of ownership, of true ownership of your assets, is there's not an 800 number to call when things go bad. But there's always communities that are willing to help and teach education, and Clopr wants to be on the forefront of that.
Yeah.
So before we end out, we want to invite people up to stage. I'm literally just going to send invites to everyone. We want to hear what you have to say, what questions you might have, and if you are if you don't feel comfortable speaking, please know that is okay. We have a huge family within both Twitter and our Discord, so please know that we always have room to have you be part of us. One thing I do while those people that got invites, I want to cover real quick AMA's questions. Because one of the last things we don't always want to say, hey, go check the white paper. We want to give you those questions. So one of the big questions is, can you share more information about our story writer, Anton?
Yeah, so our story, the lead writer, the one in charge of the writing team, his name is Carton Holder, so he's based in Hollywood, and he's right now finishing up a book about Josephine Baker. He's a former stuntman. You can check his bio on the white paper. He's got like a movie bio. He's been a stuntman for many movies in his past life, but he's got 2 broken hips, so now he's a writer. I think he's like about 60 years old now or something, but he's the one in charge of the writing team. He's been working with us for a while now because we've developed the story potion tech for over I'd say like eight to a year now. And the reason why we had to develop a separate tech for the story potion is because we need to be able to sustain a significant amount of story writing. So you cannot do that just with human, especially that each story is customized to the NFT that drink the potion. So customized as to if the NFT that drink the potion owns a baseball cap, well, it will have an influence on the story. So stories are designed in a 6-step scenario format with images and text, and they are powered. All the legwork is done by an AI model that we've trained and worked on with 2 OpenAI ambassadors, Russ and Vlad. So it's been a while now. So way before GPT-2 was out. That was well, I think it was the early days of GPT-2, but before the whole trend about OpenAI, before it got crazy, we've been working with OpenAI. These 2 guys, the brand ambassador, not just ambassador of OpenAI, and we had Carton work with us as well. So because we don't believe in 100% generated stories, doesn't make sense. The value we can add to the story comes from the human touch. So the stories are generated by the story potion tech and the Carton and his team. add the magic touch to it.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you. And then we want to welcome up to the stage Pedro. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm drawing, bro, as usual.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Pedro,
What do you got?
how are you?
What do you got going on? What questions do you have? What do you want to say?
Oh, honestly, I don't have any question. I just think everything you just said is really, really cool, really innovating, and you guys just invited me to speak, so I'm here. But
Yeah,
honestly,
Pedro, that's how we do it. We just invite people to speak, and if you have no questions, even better. Tell us about
yeah,
you.
yeah, I can talk about anything, bro. Just
Where are you from, Pedro?
I'm from Brazil.
Oh, okay, nice. PH, do you know PH now?
Sorry.
We have one of our team members from Brazil as well. I thought maybe you guys know each other, that's why you're here, but no.
Oh no, no. I got here because of my brother, the Running Hood. I knew him on my project, and we became great
Okay,
friends. And he
okay,
invited me to the space.
great. How long have you been in the
Nice.
NFT space for?
I think almost 2 years. Yeah,
Oh
about
man.
that.
Okay, so you went through all the storms.
Yeah, when I got to NFTs, it was like they were selling like huge amounts. Like late 2021.
Oh man,
You know,
man, yeah.
and things got ups and downs like through the
I
years.
mean, it's insane. Myself, I even got some NFTs that are still. I mean, some of my NFTs are still have 50, 50 to 80% loss of value on them.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, I
I
can.
mean, but it's well. I mean, it's not about. Sometimes it's not about floor price anymore. It's just why. Actually, it's why do we buy NFTs? That's the why. Why do we do things? It's more about why we do things. And it just reminds me of CJ wrote an article for us about why, and the why we do things is the most important things here.
Oh,
Why,
where is this article? I would like to
You
read it.
should. It's on the Clopr blog. Do we have a Medium page? And
Oh, yeah,
Taco, is there a way
I
to
can
share
take a look.
the link to our blog?
Give me just a second. I will do that.
Thank you, sir.
And that's actually how we got the idea of Clopr, because we realized, it was a year ago. We were at an NFT art exhibition, and we just look at those NFTs, and we're just wondering, okay, it's great. I love this. I love this NFT. It's a beautiful piece of art. But I wish if I knew why that NFT looks the way it is. If I just knew why, it would be awesome. It changed the whole experience. If you
Yeah,
understand, it changed the whole thing, and that's when we realized, man, we should figure out a way so that people can easily bring some why to their things. Like you got like a bunch of NFTs in your wallet. If you could just generate a bunch of why it looks that way, why it is the way it looks, and that's how we come up with the first potion idea, story potion, so that when you drink story potion, the NFT that drinks it gets a customized story. So you get an idea of why does my NFT has a baseball cap on? Why does it have an eye patch on? All these things through a cool story format. And yeah, that just reminds me of yeah.
yeah. Storytelling sells like all around the world in humanity,
Yeah.
like
Of
in
course, of
general.
course. I mean, you
Like
want to sell a good bottle of wine? It's 80% of the sale is done through storytelling. That's for sure. I mean,
yeah,
I
yeah,
agree with you.
yeah.
You're
Of
right. You're
course.
on point. So on point. But the thing that we do here,
Like not.
storytelling is one thing, but it's really that the NFT is owned by the NFT. You know, so that
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I never seen that before.
No,
That was the first time
we're the
I heard
first. We're the
about it.
first to do it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So Pedro, one of the questions that we are getting into that format of asking everyone, uh, what was the first NFT you minted?
I minted. I think
Yep,
was
or
my
that you
my
bought.
own project and my
Okay,
own project. It was like we made a Genesis collection and then we made a paid mint. So I think the first time I minted was my free mint back in September, I think.
So
Okay,
Pedro,
what was the first NFT you bought?
I bought bro pills because of my bro Ronnie Hood. He presented me the project.
All right, amazing. Yeah,
very
no,
cool.
that's awesome. And Anton, for story stakes, we got to ask you, what was the first NFT you bought, and what was the first NFT you minted?
The first.
Ah, sorry.
No,
Go
no,
ahead.
go Pedro, go ahead.
Oh,
No. I just said go ahead, bro.
The first. No, I mean it's a bit shameful. I mean the first NFT I bought, I didn't buy it. It's a free mint. Just playing around with smart contracts, and I just it didn't even have a website. It's called Dance. It's a stupid free mint that was done through just smart contract code and nothing like not a formal web page. And then so yeah, free mint. But then the first real NFT I bought, like the real one, it's a dead fellow.
Yeah, that felt. Oh, nice. When did you bought it?
Dead fellow. In the early days of Dead Fellow. I
Oh,
don't remember
nice,
when.
nice.
I just love the vibe. I just love the Betty. She's the founder of Dead Fellow, and she's so active for the space. She fights for everything that has to do with the NFT ecosystem, and I really like the vibes and what they're building. So Dead Fellow, of course. Then I got my hands on it. All the other ones, most of the popular ones. The Bored Ape is the last one I got, but I got myself
Oh yeah, I
a
see your
couple of
ESP.
lands, sandbox, and Decentraland and stuff. I wanted to build stuff on it, but then I realized I don't have time to do it. But yeah.
I'm thinking about right now of buying a kid called Beast
Oh
NFT.
yeah,
I think it will be good for contacts and to share my project with the community.
definitely.
there's some amazing stuff going on with a kid called Beast. Huge shout out to that community. Um,
Yeah.
I know for me, the first NFT that I bought, or that I thought I was buying, the first NFT I bought shamefully was a fake. I was buying an Ether Rock
Oh
in
really?
like early 2018, because the first NFTs I minted were just ASICS code pieces of just
Oh
words and
man,
stuff like that.
you bought like the A6 code, the collection A6 code, the one.
Yeah,
Oh, you got one of those?
yeah, yep. Just random words. I think the first one I got was I think it was satellite. Um,
I
and
don't know
then
how you remember
from
all these.
there,
I don't remember.
all I remember is that I spent a very large amount thinking I was buying an Ether Rock, and I got an Ether Dud.
Yeah.
But I remember when Bored Apes minted, a friend had a bunch, and he was like, "Hey, do you want to buy like 5 of these for like 0.3 ETH from me?" And I was like, I don't really like them.
Yeah, man.
I don't think there's
Don't
anything
tell me.
there.
I mean, those kind of stories, I got into Bitcoin in 2013, and then I sold it all in 2014 to go on holidays with my girlfriend at the time. I just wanted to, have her a good time and seduce her, and I lost. I mean, I don't know how many Bitcoins it costed me. So yeah, all these, these kind of stories, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, and
Yeah.
it's a story as old as time. I got into
it's
Bitcoin
part
in
of the
2012.
process.
Yeah, but it's painful
You
when
know,
how many Bitcoins you
Yeah,
had
I
and
know
how much they're
that.
worth today. I mean, just for some holidays, man. Come on, just for love. I mean,
Why do we don't do it for
yeah,
love, bro?
why love? Why?
yeah. So no, but Pedro, thank you so much for
Yeah,
joining us
thank you,
up on
Pedro.
stage. If there's
I'm the one who thank you guys. Really good vibes around here. Thank you for the request to be a speaker.
No, thank you,
yeah,
Pedro.
no,
Always welcome. Whenever you
and
want,
so
just come up on stage. I mean, We do this every
Oh,
we do
sure.
this every Thursday on Twitter, and then on our Discord server every Monday.
Okay,
Yep.
okay. I'll be active here. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Pedro. Have a good one.
Thank you for joining us. And so we're gonna wrap up today's space
Yep.
because, like I said, we want to be participate with everyone's time, and we know how busy. But we just wanted to give a quick touch. Where are we right now? You know, I am actually in Miami, and tomorrow starts NFT Miami.
I can't believe we almost forgot to talk about that.
I saved the best for last.
Oh.
And so we are going to be here at NFT Miami. If you are out here, you're going to find some of our stickers around the place are approved by Clopr. If you do, we're going to figure out some cool prizes for people. If you're able to find those stickers and post that to our Twitter, or even even if you're not here but you see those posts and you start giving those posts love, we're gonna figure something out for you. And hey, it might be a high five, it might be something, it might be a highlighted view. Who knows what it will be? It could be something different, it could be something odd, but we want to bring more value back to you as well. So we want to thank you for being part of Clopr. The next places where you'll be able to find us, NFT New York, NFT NYC. You'll be able to find us at Consensus. And then we have, we're going to be building a booth for the Breathe conference in Vegas at the beginning of May. And we're going to be doing some spaces with them where they're going to be giving their entire ticket system is via NFTs. So we're going to be giving away some of those. And, if you're able to make it, you're awesome. And but what's really cool about it, ownership of NFTs as tickets, if you're not able to make it, you can sell it. And so you can make money that way.
Really
as
cool.
Well.
You know what I just realized, Taco? I mean, you know that we have that thing that we say at the end of every space or every group meeting and stuff, like we are Clopr.
Yeah.
I think I'd love to do some kind of community version of it, and we start, having the community just scream that as well. When you go to those events, can you just have them scream that around?
I think I can wiggle that around.
Yeah, man. I mean, I just realized we have to make that happen.
All right. I think we will.
All right.
I think that's going to happen. So we will see you all on the flip side. And we want to thank everyone for joining us today. And you have a great day. If there's anything we can do, please feel free to always ask us. We will be here. Hit us up in Discord. Hit us up on Twitter. And we will see you. And remember, we are Clopr.
We are Clopr.
We are Clopr.
We're Clopr.
Couple bottles, yeah, you know we get the potions. On Web3, yeah, we putting this in motion. 3-story potions, ain't no telling what you'll find, yeah. NFTs on NFTs for the time, yeah. We hit the bar, yeah, it's bar from a brothel. The Clopr house when we refill our Clopr bottles. Full speed, yeah, we racing with the wind, and we heading to the moon, so what kind of Clopr in?